Good morning, folks. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's strong, the stories are real, and the wrenches never stop turning. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from the Car Connection workshop, where the smell of fresh oil and little elbow grease is all part of a balanced breakfast. Around here, we don't just talk cars, we live them. Whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life, or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes back in order, or a mystery leak that's got everyone here in the Car Connection workshop scratching their heads, this is where we roll up our sleeves and get it done with a little wit, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection to our vehicles and to the people who drive them, to the community that keeps Niagara rolling. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench, you're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week, Monday through Saturday, for the Motormouth Morning Drive, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend renter, a daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand what that strange rattle really means, welcome aboard. Grab your cup of joe this morning. Remember, before you leave the takeout window, check to make sure that your order is in order. You know what I'm saying? So here's how we do it. Have coffee together in the morning Motormouth Morning Drive is hold up your favorite morning beverage. If you're driving, be careful. Keep an eye on the other guy, because you know who that is. And we count it down, 3, 2, 1, and we have a swiggy together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's still not coffee. If you've been tuning in, yeah, I'm still battling this winter cold. It kind of cycles up and down like a really bad alternator. It's working, charging, then it's not. Then it is, then sort of. Yeah, I think I'm getting past it, but I'm still not 100% new and improved. So if you're battling a winter cold or some kind of cootie, my heart goes out to you. All right, let's get rolling this morning. We got a ton of mileage to cover. And if you're tuning in, keep an eye on the road. Get your passenger to take some notes. This is where a pack of crayons and a brown paper bag is going to help you unfold the brown paper bag. It works good because then you can fold it into squares and take notes, and the crayons never run out. Yeah, it's easy that way. I do have another Motormouth winter tech tip for you. And today's topic is slip sliding away or contact. We're good. I don't know where you live, but yesterday I was on the road for several hours up in the Hamilton zone, Hamilton Mountain. Yeah, I got to have some dental work done, and it's surgery time. I don't want to go into any details. I'm trying to mentally prepare. Have you ever had that? Yeah, because tomorrow morning, bright and early, the Friday morning drive, I'm going to be in that morning drive with you, folks. I got to get to the clinic. They're going to tap in, put me out, and cut things out. That's about it. That sounds like a day at the Car Connection workshop. We're going to drive it in, put it out, and cut some things out. Well, anyways, let's jump right in with our Motormouth Winter Tech Tip number 28. All-season tires in a Canadian winter? Yeah, that's like wearing flip-flops in a blizzard. Get proper winter tires unless you want to star in your own skating routine sideways through an intersection. And you know, that happened to me. Brings back a little story. Many years ago, I was living in Hamilton, up on the Hamilton Mountain, East 38th Street to be exact, and had a nice little bungalow there, wartime bungalow. Had a nice little shop there too. That's where we got started. Was on East 38th Street in Hamilton. So if you want to drive by there, that's where Car Connection originally started. And I was working full-time for other shops in the area. I believe I was up in Millgrove at that time and doing some work on the side. And my neighbors were super happy because they could leave me their wreck. And after I got off work, I'd fix it. And it got to the point, where neighbors on the other side of the street, they'd say, "Hey, Motormouth, if you need some room to park your patients, just stay on the left of my driveway. We'll accommodate you." And they'd send food over and fantastic home-baked desserts. We had a good routine there until it got out of control. I parked in vehicles 3 doors down on my side, over on the other street, but we were getting stuff done, and that's where Car Connection was born, was on East 38th Street on the upper mountain, I called it. I don't know why they call it the mountain, but anyways, we were up on the mountain. And then we opened our own shop at 1154 Rymel Road East in an auto mall. And we outgrew that and didn't have enough parking, so we moved up to 1060 Rymel Road East. That was better there, but parking was still a little bit tight. But anyways, I don't want to digress here. Let's keep moving. So it's a little slickery out there this morning. I don't know about you, but on the south shores of Lake Erie, where our Car Connection workshop and our studio is located, it is a winter wonderland this morning. Yes, aye, Captain. Yeah, it's going to be snow brushes, frozen mucklucks, and maybe even the snowblower. No, way too early. Not yet. Shovel. We'll just put on the banjo and get it cleared out. So if you're driving around this morning in an area where you've got some white stuff on the ground and you've got still haven't sold out to the idea of winter tires, you have better take it easy out there, because your all-season tires are as hard as a hockey puck this morning, and the gripology, just not going to happen. So that's why I thought I'd title this morning's program, Slip Sliding Away or Contact, We're All Good Here. Exactly. Those are the folks with the winter tires. They have gripology. Winter tires can get down through the road conditions to the actual road surface and give you contact, which gives you grip, and they stay soft and cuddly. That's right. So I hope you enjoyed that winter tip and get a visual on that. So be safe, keep it under 100, and stay tuned for another Motormouth Tech Tip. Well, let's jump into giving a quick thanks to our recommended businesses and program partners that help make our YouTube channel, Dial Motormouth Jenkins, possible. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, you should really consider that. You're missing out on a lot of information. And what's great is you get to see it happening. So all the videos are designed to teach you 5 things. So if you're tuned in for the very first time, welcome aboard. Bring donuts next time. We got the coffee. The 5 things, do you remember what they are? What it is, where it is, how it works, how it breaks, and what you could possibly have learned and utilized to have saved it from costing you money. Breakages that cost you money because you just don't understand automobiles. It's not that difficult. So again, it's what it is, the part, where it is on the vehicle, what it does, and how did it get broken. And so this morning, that brings me to just a quick reminder. It's cold outside. You know that song? It's cold outside. Yeah, baby, get the snow brush and go clean the driveway. Was that the second verse of that song? I'm not sure. Yeah. Or get the weed whacker and do the best you can. Anyhow, it's cold out there. And it wasn't bad last night. So putting your wiper blades up is going to save you a big buckaroony if those blades are down and get frozen, and for some reason you either hit hit the wiper control with your knee again, if that's the type of vehicle you have, where you paddle the lever to get your wiper speeds. On the '07 FJ Cruiser, that's how it works. It's kind of uppy, downy, first gear, second gear, and then what I call the phase shifter, where they just you can set and adjust the time that they're on. So for mist type thing. Easy if the key's on to knock that lever, and if those wiper blades are frozen to the windshield, what it is, where it is, how it works, how it just broke, and how much money is that going to cost me? Because it's not like a light bulb. You know, you ever say, that's it, honey, we're not buying any more light bulbs. Yep, that's another one burned out. That's it, it's over. I'm not buying another package of light bulbs. We're going to live in the dark. No, you're not. So you're not going to live in your car without wiper blades either. So if the wipers are broken, you got to fix it. So just a quick reminder, get into the habit. Remember, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. When you're getting out of the car, heading for the house or heading for work, and the car's going to be out in the temperatures all day long, lift those wiper blades. Do yourself a humongous favor and lift them. Because when that happens to you, and it will, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You don't see the value in lifting the wiper arms up off the windshield. And some people's, I can hear the armchair warriors saying, "Well, that wears the springs out in the the clavin pan." What? No, on the wiper arms, guy. Here's the thing. It's cheaper to replace a wiper arm if you actually wear the springs out. And honest to goodness, fellas, if that's you, my 99 Honda doesn't need a spring yet. My 67 Chevy pickup doesn't need a wiper arm spring yet. The 78 Bronco doesn't need a wiper arm spring yet. You see where I'm going? The 07 FJ doesn't need a spring or a wiper arm yet. So that kind of blows that theory right out of the water. Or I just got really good wiper arms, NASA made. Yeah. So I blow that myth. Oh, myth? No, the springs in the wiper arms are really, really strong. You will not wear them out. Honest to goodness, guys. Got to come up with something better than that. But here's the other deal. A wiper arm compared to a wiper transmission, guy, or a wiper motor, you busted the arm right off the shaft, or how about a combination? The wiper motor damaged and the wiper transmission damaged. Yeah, cha-ching. That's what that looks like. All right, let's say thank you to Crystal Ridge Dream Center, serving men and women, children, meals, love, and hope in the entire Niagara region, changing lives one at a time in Niagara. And if you want to get involved, very simply click on their logo on the homepage of our website and open their profile page, connect. They're always looking for volunteers, and I'll tell you what, their volunteers, they're happy. They love what they do there. They're working on feeding about 200 people now, Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you can do something to be part of that community, it's a nonprofit, faith-based organization, and we come alongside a local organization every single year for 31 years. And we just finished and wrapped up 31 years on radio and made the decision to get on to the digitals and take Car Connection Next Gen 2.0 in a different direction where, with your help, we can reach a lot more people in many more areas. So we're not limited to like what I call radio circles. We have this many listeners in this circle, this many in this circle. The theory's there, but in practicality, it's not true. There's people listening, but it's not millions. It may be a few thousand here and there. But here on iHeart and all the major platforms is where this podcast is going out. So become part of our community. We've only been at this a few weeks now. Put a new 30-minute plus segment out every morning, Monday through Saturday for you, so that we can work together to help you to better understand your automobile. When you got more knowledge, that means you've got more power. And that way, at the service desk, you know what? They're not going to snow you, no pun intended, because you've got knowledge. So anyhow, City Auto Sales and Leasing, they're available to you in the greater Toronto area. It's worth the drive because you can buy with confidence, be treated with nothing but less than honesty and integrity. They sell no junk. Low mileage, top quality vehicles at fair prices. That's the bottom line. Earl and Louise are great people. That's your new family. If you got to drive 90 minutes to get there, to be able to buy a top drawer, clean vehicle that looks like brand spanking new, it's worth it because you're not buying somebody else's junk. Earl's a car guy. Louise is a car guy. And they have the resources. So if they don't have what you're looking for on their website or in their inventory, let them do all the legwork because they have the resources to find that specific vehicle for you. It's worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Rainbow Motors and Garage up in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Sales and service you can trust. They have a small car lot. Again, they can source out the specific vehicle you're looking for. And you can also purchase it there and service it there. And they also have vehicle warranties available to you as well to purchase, so you can have some peace of mind. Sales and service you can trust with Rita and Ramiz Shanuda, the brothers up there. They've been with Car Connection for quite some time. You will be in safe hands with Rainbow Motors and Garage. They service all years, makes, and models, including light commercial vehicles. To our certified financial planning professionals, Tony Miele, Larry Tetro, I call them my brothers from other mothers. I've known them both for over 20 years, and they are my personal financial planners, and I'll tell you, they're two of the best in all of Canada, combined 50 years experience with IG Wealth Management, handling portfolios, that's investment packages. So if you have an investment portfolio with the bank, you are missing the boat. That money is not working for you. It's working for them. You need to get that hour and a coffee discovery meeting and get that turned around in your favor. Trust me. Debt, estate planning, mortgages, life insurance, critical illness insurance, and I wouldn't think of getting a mortgage anywhere else. They have, IG Wealth Management has been absolutely amazing to work with. So connect and get that 1 hour. We call it the hour and a coffee discovery meeting. No pressure sales, no condemnation, no sales gimmicks whatsoever. They're going to listen while you talk, and you'll discover that. And that's why the discovery meeting, to discover what it is you need to take care of. So if you're a young family and you don't have an estate plan, you have no wills, no powers of attorney, no health proxies all set up, you better get on that. You got a checkbook and a bank account. You have an estate. And children, you have an estate to plan for. And to Niagara Block at 5000 Montrose Road in Niagara Falls, the Grimo family, building Canada since 1931. Building supplies, hardscape landscaping materials to help you create your backyard experience. That oasis where you can hide away. 905-356-2221. And Total Freedom Darien Center, New York, and Total Freedom Sydney, Manitoba, Canada. That's with facilitators Rick and Robin. That's a men-only campus. Total Freedom Darien Center, New York, is for men and women and Canadian residents as well. So if you or someone you know is really struggling with an addiction, your new life awaits you at Total Freedom. It is not a program. It is a life change. And the merchandise we sell, our Car Connection merch that helps you to become part of the Motormouth crew, on our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. Top right-hand corner of the homepage gives you all the links for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, iHeartRadio right here. We're on all the major platforms, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, and a whole plethora. Just type Car Connection Workshop in the search bar, and our podcast will pop up for you. So all your information for you to connect, send me an email. If there's a specific topic you'd like me to cover, get in touch with me. You can drop a comment on our YouTube channel. You can email me at Stevensville on the web. I like to get involved in local businesses, and that's where my pops has lived for 42 years. And I know a lot of people there, so they put me in there to be amongst the local family-owned and operated businesses. Just click on the business tab. My profile pops up, and you can send me an email through there as well. And I'd love to hear from you. You can also email me through our website. The short form is ccbusnet.com. So what did I want to talk to you about this morning is a couple of reminders and maybe just unpack them just a little bit more. And the first one I already touched on was lift your wipers. That's going to save not only the wipers from damage, the wiper transmission, the wiper pivots, that's where the wiper arm's attached to, and or the wiper motor. So it's worthy of your time. I know you get out of the car and it's miserable. You just want to get into work out of the cold and whatnot. And same when you get home. It only takes a moment to do that, and that can save you a ton of money and headaches. Because when the wipers go down on a morning like this, where it's been snowing all night here on the south shores of Fort Erie, two things that are going to wipe you out if you head out on the road. Your wiper blades suck with a K, and you ran out of washer fluid. Or it's frozen because you bought the minus 35 at $2.99 a jug. No good. Should we warm up our vehicles? There's a big question. It's answered and asked. I can't even count how many times. Does an athlete need to warm up before they run the 8th mile or half mile or mile? Do you warm up before you start to exercise at the gym or your home gym if you have that set up? Well, you always should in order to avoid personal injury. You got to warm up your muscles and your joints and get the juices flowing. Prepare your body for exercise. I call that the woodlot. Yep, that is where a lot of exercise takes place. And yes, I do Pilates each morning to get my body going, get in motion. All these years crawling around on the floor fixing cars and stuff, it's tough on the bod. So yes, take the time to warm your automobile up. You don't need to run it long enough to bake muffins on the exhaust manifold or make pancakes on the top of the catalytic converter at 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Turn them fast. That's all I got to say about that. Count to one, flip it. Yes, warm it up. Here's a suggestion, quick suggestion. Make sure you got your snow brush in the house with you and it's not in the car. Take it in the house at the end of the day, or if it's going to be snowing all day, your car's parked at work. You know, they might laugh at you in the office, but you know what? When you're the person who can brush off the driver's door and the window and open the door without putting a great big swath of snow on your seat bottom, so you get to sit in that all the way home. Yeah, you're the melter. That'll be nice. So you'll brush off the driver's door, get in there, fire it up, put on the defrost, put on the blower, close the door, and the vehicle's warming up while you clean off the rest of the car. That's what I do. That's the same routine I do every single year. Right to the driver's door, clean it off, because I do not like wet pants, especially on my bottom. No, that's just wrong. So we brush off the driver's door, I get in there, fire it up, close the door, go around the rest of the vehicle, clean all the windows off, fellas and fellettes. Let's do it right. Don't be that blizzard, four-wheel blizzard going down the road. That's annoying to the people behind you. Yeah. They might push you through the drive-thru if you're going in for coffee. They just might. It's happened recently around here. Somebody's pushing the other person through the drive-thru. Yeah, I don't think they got their morning coffee in time. turned him into a very angry person. So try that. I'm just suggesting. You may have a different pattern, but I just find it works. Clean off the driver's side, brush it all off, get inside, fire it up, close the door, and clean off the rest of the car. By the time you come all the way around, it's starting to warm up. And then when you set off, don't drive it like you stole it. Okay, it's not a rental car. You want to let the fluids and the engine and all the mechanicals warm up to 195 degrees Fahrenheit and or whatever they run at. Normal operating engine temperature is 195 degrees Fahrenheit. So no matter how cold or wind chilled or wind, it doesn't matter. The engine and the thermostat and the cooling system work together to keep that engine at 195 degrees Fahrenheit for a couple of reasons. So it can run properly and mix the air-fuel mixture and fire it off and clean it all up for the next batch, but also so to keep you warm in the cabin area. So that's the routine there. We have a couple of people in our neighborhood here who have the remote starts, which I think it's a great feature. But you don't need to let it run for a half an hour. Come on now. Yeah, what are you cooking, dinner? What do you think it is, a four-wheel crock pot? No, it's an automobile. It's not good for them to sit there and idle and chug away. It is not. It's not good for them. But it's also not good that you start and go freezing cold. That's when stuff breaks. Don't be one of those people. Moderation, right? Desserts in moderation. Sweets in moderation. Everything like that in moderation. Warming up your vehicle, same thing. What time frame do I use? About 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and then when I set off, I'm just going to take it easy till I see my temperature gauge, get to normal operating temperature, and most of you know where that needle is sitting on that temperature gauge when everything is happy. So just remember that spot. Once you hit that spot, then you know what? Everything's warmed up. You're safe to drive it whatever way it is that you drive. You know what? I view it this way. Play hard, pay hard. And it works every time. If you treat your vehicle rough, it's going to treat you rough as well when you get the service repair bills. Number 3 this morning, a little reminder because we've got some more of that white stuff down on the ground. No, you're not infallible, regardless of traction control and what type of all-wheel drive mechanism you have on your vehicle, and you may be running 3-season tires instead of winter tires. Even if you're running winter tires, it doesn't mean you are infallible out there. That, you know what, there's no way you're going to slide off the road. You're like man and machine working together. Not true. Road conditions, please adjust your driving habits. Know your area of travel. Because as I noticed yesterday, leaving the south shores of Fort Erie with about 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground. This morning we got that overnight and some. We had some major lake effect come in, and the lake is wide open, so we never know. You know, the weatherman might say, 10 centimeters. And then we go, well, it's been snowing here. This is day number 3. Yeah, that's us. We live in the banana belt and sandwiched between 2 lakes, Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. You never know what's going to happen. So adjust your driving habits to your area of travel. So I noticed as we got to St. Catharines, not a drop of snow anywhere. Hamilton, nothing. Stony Creek, Grimsby, Beamsville, Fruitland, nothing. Get back home, snow. And it was snowing on and off yesterday while I was out of town. So please, please, please take it easy out there. It is not a race. It is not a raceway. You don't have to jockey for position. There is no checkered flag and Wally trophy for you if you win. No, it's if you make a mistake and cause everybody else to be in your nightmare, well, shame on you. That's what I have to say. Shame on you. Back off. You know, here's something I used to say to my customers that used to come in the shop. I'd say, well, it's going to take 2 or 3 days to get this puppy back in order and get it back to you. Well, how am I going to get my mom to the doctors? What about the kids after school program? Oh, yeah, and I have that PTA meeting coming up on Thursday. How am I going to get that all taken care of? So here's what I'd say. I don't mean to be rude, but the longer I stay here talking in the waiting area, I could be working on your car right now and working to try and get it back to you sooner. But here's the other thing. At that time, my shop rate was $65 an hour, which is a laugh now at looking at prices today. I'd say it's $65 an hour for me to stand here or sit here and work out your schedule for you, or $65 an hour and I'm in the shop right now working on your car. Which one would you like me to take care of first? And I wasn't being mean, but if I'm standing there and I got to try and figure out your schedule for you, it's $65 an hour. And today that's like $1.29 million an hour. Anyhow, I leave you with that. Drive safe. Keep it under 100. Please, please, please adjust your driving habits to road conditions. If you're running on all-season tires, be extra, super cautious. Give yourself lots of stopping space. Slow down, because your ability to turn is going to be like, I'm wanting to go left, boom, into a curb. $1,000. Bent rim, bent tie rod end, alignment, the whole 9 yards, just like that. $1,000 curb kiss. We were just talking about that yesterday. Kiss the curb. If you're lucky, $500, but most of the time, about anywhere between $500 and $1,500 will get you back out to kiss the curb next time. So slow down. You got all seasons on. You are slippery and slickery out there. So slip sliding away or contact, we're good. So take it easy. Have a great day. Make it a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow for more of the Motormouth Morning Drive. Happy motoring. Bye for now.